So now we're going to jump into the Q&A. So in our Bootcamp Institute, you can go into the questions, and you can submit a question right there at the actually at the bottom of the page on the LiveCast. Let me pull that up for you real quick. At the bottom of your page here, you'll see you can actually submit you can submit a question. So we have a couple of questions, and I'm going to start with Patricia. She asked a question about auto-playing YouTube live event in Facebook and Twitter. So here's the challenge. If you are posting a video from YouTube and you just post the link, so you go to YouTube, for example, and you just copy and paste that link, or you click share and you get the link. If you were to post that link, it doesn't autoplay in Facebook or Twitter. So how do you get that to autoplay? Well, here's the answer. Go into your YouTube channel and go to the video manager and click on videos. Then for whatever video you want to post, you're going to click the drop-down menu and click download MP4. Once you download that MP4 file, then you take that file and you're going to upload that file to Facebook or upload that file to Twitter. Don't upload or don't just paste the link, upload the actual file. And that's what's going to actually get the video to autoplay. But something to keep in mind is that people can actually, individual users can adjust their settings and they can actually disable autoplay. So most people probably won't do this, and that's just fine. But just keep in mind that if you do see anyone or if you do get a complaint that it's not working for them, it's possible that they've turned off that setting inside of Facebook or Twitter. But that's how you will upload something to Facebook or to YouTube or to Facebook or Twitter so that your YouTube video will autoplay. So the next question that we had was actually, I got a call yesterday from a colleague of mine who had taken several of our online courses and loved them, of course. And Tom said, hey, you know, I just noticed I was using Buffer today, and I noticed this message at the top that I can no longer use Buffer to post to my personal profile. So that really opened up an interesting conversation, because my first question was, well, should you really be posting business content to a personal Facebook page? So that's something that I think is the first question. And that's sort of why Buffer has to comply with what Facebook is doing, and why Facebook is saying, you know, maybe we don't want you to use Buffer to post to your personal page. Because the thought here is most of the people that use Buffer are not doing it for personal reasons. They're doing it for a business. So what Facebook literally says right here is if you're using your profile to represent a business, there are many benefits to converting your profile to a page. So you might actually want to consider converting your profile to a page, because then here's the features. Or if you think, you know, I'm really a public figure and I really need to have those Facebook page features, such as being able to message people directly and things like that, then you might actually want to just allow followers. So here's a couple of tips from Facebook on that. So again, should I create a page or allow people to follow my public updates from my personal account? So what's cool is, from a personal account, if you set yourself as an influencer or, you know, a public figure, you can actually allow people to follow you, and you have an unlimited amount of people that can follow you. You can follow up to 5,000 people, and you can have up to 5,000 friends, but you can have unlimited followers. So if you are going to keep your personal page, then you will have to manage it directly through Facebook. You are not allowed to do this through Buffer anymore. Or you can try other schedulers, but to be honest, I don't know if Facebook is going to allow this on any other schedulers as well, because there's a very good reason for them to do this with Buffer, and they probably won't allow any others. So if you do decide to keep your personal page, make sure that you've got a campaign for encouraging people to follow you, not just be my friend, but follow me. That way they can see more of your content. And then, of course, the big question is, well, who can follow me? Well, if you have friends, they automatically follow you, but you can also let people who aren't your friends follow you, but you have to change your settings. So to manage this, you're going to click at the upper right corner, click settings, click public posts, and then select friends or public next to who can follow me. So what you'll want to do is you'll probably want to change that to public, and then that way anyone can follow you. So some great tips here from Facebook, and that's my advice to you. If you're using Buffer to post to your personal profile, first, take a step back and decide, is a personal profile really right for me? If not, switch over to business. If it is, then maybe you want to just open it up to let people publicly follow you, and then, of course, encourage follows in that way. And then we had one more question this month about posting from Facebook to Instagram. So the Facebook to Instagram post, we actually just covered that briefly a little bit earlier in the LiveCast today. But right now, you can post from Instagram to Facebook in the app. So when you go to post from Instagram, you'll see an option to post to your Facebook page. And that's been there for quite some time in Instagram. However, they are kind of considering, and we've only seen this roll out to some accounts, they're considering going the other way, so posting from Facebook to Instagram. So that is coming, so keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, if you don't want to use the app, or if that feature is not available to you, the other option for how you might want to post from Facebook to Instagram. So if you're going to post something on Facebook and you want the same exact thing to show up on Instagram, then you might want to just use a scheduler like Buffer or Hootsuite, because then you can choose multiple accounts to post to. So consider those if you're trying to post to multiple platforms. If you're only using Facebook and Instagram and that feature does become available to everyone, then it might just be easier to do it within the app. But for right now, we don't see that feature available to everyone. So you'll have to use a scheduler if you do want to post from Facebook to Instagram. So I do have one more question that came in. The question was actually something that was posed to me in our boot camp a couple weeks ago in San Francisco. And the question always comes up right after I tell everyone that, hey, guess what? Only about 1% or less of all of your page fans actually see your organic content. So then the question is, well, how do I get more people to see my organic content? I don't want to spend money boosting everything, but how do I get more people to see my content organically? Well, the answer to that could be to run a likes campaign. So what this does is it's a campaign inside of Facebook that helps you grow your number of Facebook likes. So let's say you spend something like $500 to get 10,000 new likes. What's 1% of 10,000? Well, that percentage is how many people that you can potentially reach organically. So if you have 10,000 fans versus 100 fans, you could actually reach 100 people versus one person with an organic post. So for a one-time investment of, let's say $500 to get 10,000 new fans, and again, this is just an example, your mileage may vary, but in one investment, you can actually get to a huge sort of audience organically, or even a larger audience organically without having to boost. Now, where this comes in as something very valuable for businesses is, because here's the thing, you guys, we got to get real, because having a business, you have to invest in your business and you need to advertise. If you're going to be on Facebook, you got to put your money behind it. You have to pay to play. But this likes campaign can really leverage your power of what you can do in Facebook, and it makes it even more affordable than it already is for all businesses, and especially small businesses, to advertise and get reach on Facebook. So here's how to do a likes campaign very quickly. Go into your business manager of Facebook. You're going to go into your ads manager and hit create an ad. Get into this panel where you're creating an ad. Click on engagement. Scroll down to the bottom and click on page likes. And then from there, you're going to create your ad and go through all the steps. And by the way, guess what? We have a whole training on Bootcamp Institute all about Facebook ads. So watch that training if you need a refresher or if you need an update. But once you know how to use the ads platform, get in here, do an engagement campaign for page likes, create your ad, and the whole objective of the ad is to get people to like your page. There's literally a button right there that says like my page. And so that's how you can drive. And another side note, by the way, make sure you're targeting. Don't just do a page likes campaign for anyone. Make sure you're actually targeting your real audience. Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of likes that are not really relevant and aren't very engaged. So if you target it the right way, you can get a lot of likes and a lot of engagement. So this is really a great way to grow your audience and grow your base without investing a ton of money, and then get some organic reach out of that 1%. And then once you determine organically what kind of content works really well, then you can put some money behind what works best and boost it, rather than testing multiple boosted posts and so on. So just another great tip on how to use Facebook to get more reach. So with that, I'm going to check to see if there's been any last questions come through. We have about 5 more minutes. Don't see any questions yet here. But if, we appreciate everyone logging in today and watching our live cast. And of course, with any future questions, you can always log into the digital brief and ask the questions here, and we will answer them in our monthly calls. So thank you again for joining us. Keep active on social media, keep active with your digital marketing. This is going to be the core of the success for your business. And, I'm so proud of all of the people that I've been training over the last couple of years that I've been with boot camp. And it's so exciting to hear these people come back. And I hope that somebody listening today is one of these many people that have come back to me and said, oh my gosh, I applied what I learned, and wow, look at my results. So we really hope that you're applying what you've learned, you're getting great results. Of course, share those results with us on social media. We'd love to hear your story. But, there was a lot we talked about today. So, get, moving forward, and you're off and running with all these great tips and tools. And we'll see you again next week, or next month, not next week. We'll see you again next month on our digital brief and Q&A. Thanks again, and hope everyone's having a great summer, and we'll see you next month.